In 1965, a group of 6 Tongan boys embarked on a journey that would turn into a remarkable tale of survival, resilience, and the power of human kindness. Their story stands as a powerful counterpoint to the dark and chaotic breakdown depicted in William Golding's Lord of the Flies. Instead of spiraling into violence and savagery, these boys showed that cooperation and unity are more intrinsic to human nature than we might assume. This is the story of how 6 boys, stranded on a remote island for over a year, defied the expectations of isolation, and instead created a small, thriving community built on trust and compassion. The boys, ranging in age from 13 to 16, were students at a strict Catholic boarding school in Nuku'alofa, the capital of Tonga. Longing for adventure, they hatched a plan to escape to Fiji, 500 miles away. They borrowed a small fishing boat, but what started as a youthful escapade quickly turned into a fight for survival when a sudden storm disabled their vessel. After drifting for 8 days, with little more than rainwater to sustain them, they finally sighted land. Ata, a deserted volcanic island, with no food or supplies and the realization that rescue might never come, the boys faced a choice. It was here that their true character shone through. Instead of succumbing to fear, division, or despair, they banded together and formed a pact of mutual cooperation. Each boy took on a specific role within their makeshift society, one focused on gathering food, another on building a shelter, others on maintaining a fire or watching for passing ships. They set rules and developed routines, sharing responsibilities equally and making decisions collectively. This structure wasn't enforced by fear or coercion, but arose naturally from their shared need to survive and their deep-rooted sense of community. Unlike the fictional boys in Golding's novel, who descend into chaos and violence, when left to their own devices, the Tongan boys cultivated a spirit of harmony. Disagreements, when they arose, were handled calmly and thoughtfully. One particularly moving aspect of their story was their commitment to each other's well-being. When one boy fell from a cliff and broke his leg, the others did not panic or abandon him. Instead, they crafted a makeshift splint from sticks and leaves, nursed him back to health, and adjusted their routines to accommodate his condition. Their empathy and determination ensured that no one was left behind. The boys adapted to their environment with resourcefulness that would rival any survival guide. They discovered a way to trap rainwater for drinking, learned to fish, and hunt local wildlife, and cultivated a garden using seeds they found on the island. They built a communal hut and even set up a system for signal fires, hoping to attract passing ships. To maintain their morale, they sang songs, prayed together, and created games to pass the time. These activities not only staved off the isolation-induced madness that could easily have taken hold, but also reinforced their bonds of friendship and unity. The boys' story reached its turning point after 15 months, when an Australian fisherman named Peter Warner spotted their signal fire. Surprised to find any trace of life on the uninhabited island, Warner was even more astonished when he discovered 6 healthy, smiling boys running toward him. Their story, once revealed, garnered worldwide attention. Warner himself described their condition as not only physically impressive, but emotionally remarkable. They were cohesive, optimistic, and stronger together than when they had first arrived. What makes this story so impactful is not just the fact that they survived, it's how they survived. The boys' resilience was rooted in kindness, cooperation, and a collective belief in their shared humanity. Their experience on Ata challenges the pervasive notion that humans, when removed from the constructs of society, revert to violence and self-interest. Instead, their journey suggests that, under extreme pressure, the human spirit is capable of great acts of empathy, support, and community. Reflecting on their experience, one can't help but see parallels with philosophies that value collective resilience over individual dominance. The boys' ability to put their differences aside and function as a single, harmonious unit is a testament to what happens when humans trust in each other and recognize the need for mutual support. The story aligns with the core idea that, at our best, humans are wired for connection and cooperation. This tale of the Tongan boys reminds us that resilience is not just about physical endurance, it's about emotional strength and the ability to create bonds even in the most dire circumstances. In an era that often focuses on stories of division and survival of the fittest, their story is a testament to a different, quieter kind of strength. The strength found in unity, empathy, and shared purpose. It shows that, when faced with the unknown, choosing collaboration and compassion can lead to not just survival, but to thriving. Their story prompts us to reconsider our perceptions of human nature and resilience. Perhaps the default of humanity isn't violence or chaos, but a deep-seated potential for kindness and cooperation. If 6 boys, stranded with nothing but their wits and each other, could prove that we are capable of thriving through unity, maybe the rest of us can too. This remarkable story, along with other inspiring and thought-provoking tales, is featured in the book Humankind by Rutger Bregman. It's a fascinating read that challenges the conventional wisdom about human nature and showcases the incredible acts of kindness and resilience that often go unnoticed. And no, I'm not being paid to say this. I just genuinely believe it's worth your time. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more about the power of human resilience and cooperation, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. What do you think? Who paints a more accurate picture of human nature, the chaos of Lord of the Flies or the real-life story of the Tongan boys? Let me know your thoughts.